Welcome back to LGBT Snapshots. I am your host, Chad. It is Wizard of Oz week, and today is Transgender Day. In 1904, L. Frank Baum released the sequel to the wonderful Wizard of Oz book, called The Marvelous Land of Oz. In the book, we meet poor, orphaned Tip, a likable and optimistic young boy who has been held in captivity for years by an ugly witch named Mombi, who treats him cruelly. During the course of his adventures, Tip acquires the powder of life, which can be sprinkled on anything to bring it to life, and he uses it on the scarecrow-like Jack Pumpkinhead, who has a pumpkin for a head, a wooden sawhorse that Tip uses as a steed, and a bizarre construct he calls the Gump, which Tip builds in order to aid in an escape. He and his friends also befriend Professor Wogglebug, a human-sized and brilliant insect, and they meet the Scarecrow, the Tin Woodman, and Glinda the Good. In the end, Tip learns the very origins of the Land of Oz. Before the wizard came into power, King Pastorius ruled Oz. He was killed, and his only heir was the beautiful and powerful Princess Ozma, who had been hidden away for many years. Mombi is forced to reveal that she had hidden Ozma for the wizard to keep him in power, and she had kept Ozma in a boy's body magically and kept him young for many years. Tip is shocked to learn that he is actually Ozma, the beautiful fairy princess. A spell is cast and Tip becomes Ozma of Oz, an all-powerful fairy in a beautiful dress who goes on to have many adventures in the coming Oz books as the kind, lovely, and courageous Princess of Oz, later befriending Dorothy and many others. This adventure has been told in comic book and movie formats and has been referenced in many other Oz books, including in Gregory Maguire's Wicked series. Published at a time when sexual orientation was taboo and gender identity was barely understood or referenced, to have an American fairy tale feature a young boy who is secretly a fairy princess was absolutely trend-setting. The transition from Tip to Ozma has inspired many who long to have their true selves revealed. Many transgender young women who are born in biologically male bodies wish to grow up and be Disney princesses, and at least in one case they got to see their hero become the heroine. I hope you learned something today. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, and we will see you back here tomorrow for Lesbian Day when we discuss Margaret Hamilton and Mary Wicks.